Hey everyone, welcome back to Busted Politics, the channel that's all about pointing out the non-stop double standards on the left, and yep, Ilhan Omar is in the news again, which can only mean one thing. Another classic Ilhan moment, another jaw-dropping quote that makes you shake your head, and honestly, this one might just take the cake. That's really saying something considering her long list of crazy remarks.
CARE was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country.
Yeah, she's definitely not the brightest bulb in the box, that's for sure. But when your whole political brand is built on saying outrageous stuff that goes viral, I guess you've got no choice but to keep pushing the line and saying something even more out there. And, well, here we go again. Ilhan Omar just turned it up a notch. This time, she stood up right here in the US using a job paid for by American taxpayers and said America is becoming one of the worst countries on earth. Let that sink in. This is someone who ran from Somalia, got safety here, found incredible chances, and now sits as a rich, powerful congresswoman. Not just any job, one of the most powerful on the planet. And she's calling America a nightmare. You can't make this up. It's not just ridiculous, it's offensive, it's ungrateful, and it's plain wrong. It needs to be called out. And that's what we're doing right now. Let me show you what happened. We've got a lot to cover, let's roll the clip. First, let me hit you with a classic Ilhan Omar brain freeze. Watch this.
To be coming out of our country, I mean, I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up like a failed dictator with a military parade. It is really shocking, and it should be a wake-up call for all Americans to say this is not the country we were born in. This is not the country we believe in. This is not the country our founding fathers imagined. And this is not the country that is supported by our Constitution, our ideals, our values. And we should all collectively be out in the streets rejecting what is taking place this week.
Let's start with the obvious. If America is so awful, especially for immigrants and people of color, then why are people from all over the world still trying to come here, legally or not? Why are our borders being flooded with millions of illegal migrants? Why do people risk their lives crossing deserts, dealing with cartels, and spending everything they have just for a chance to live in America? The answer's simple. The US is still the most free, most opportunity-filled country on earth. And no, that's not just some right-wing slogan, that's just the truth. And for Ilhan Omar, it's not just that she immigrated America saved her life, it gave her a future, and now she's one of the most powerful women on earth. She's free, she's a Muslim woman with power, something you don't see in most Muslim majority countries. She's free to speak, the media loves her, and she gets to vote on the laws that run the country. But sure, yeah, one of the worst countries. Clown level take. She could definitely learn something from Arnold Schwarzenegger, who recently said this on The View.
You're an immigrant in this country. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant, I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and it is the land of opportunity. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean, and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Exactly right. What he's basically saying is be thankful. The lack of gratitude and the constant double standards. That's what really gets to people who love this country. It's the same crazy thinking we're seeing with illegal migrants holding anti-ICE protests. Look at the crowds, nothing but Mexican flags. Illegal migrants waving flags from the country they're begging not to be sent back to. Does that make any sense? It's not just confusing, it's hypocritical. Now let's get back to Ilhan Omar's quote. She's not just saying America is bad, she's blaming Trump. The worst country talk is really just her way of saying Trump ruined everything. But let's pause and look at the facts. Who's behind the rise in crime? The bad economy, the border mess, the culture wars, crumbling cities, and weak foreign policy. Trump? Nope. That's all happened under the Democrats, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, a Democrat Congress, and Democrat-run cities. They've done the damage, not Trump. He built a strong economy, locked down the border fast, worked on peace deals, got good trade deals, and boosted energy, but somehow he's the bad guy? That's not just wrong, it's fake, and it's all backward. What we're really seeing is cultural breakdown pushed by people who just don't love the country. Ilhan Omar has never truly appreciated what she was given. She uses her platform to tear it down, play victim, stir up anger, and spread this twisted view of America as some evil empire instead of seeing it as the biggest force for progress in history. She calls herself an activist, but what we're watching is not activism, it's plain entitlement. She's part of a growing wing of the Democrat Party that seems to hate the very country that gave them everything. And honestly, I'm tired of it. America's not the worst country in the world, it's the best. And we don't need to be lectured by people who owe everything to this nation. If she really believes what she says, maybe she should go back to Somalia and see how that turns out. But let's be real, she won't. Because deep down, she knows the truth. And so do we. Anyway, that's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and think about subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.